everybody, it's Luna Bell. Y'all, I have my laptop sideways. It's one of those that flips around and stuff, but y'all, I am computer illiterate. I may not be able to look at it this way, we'll see. But I have it this way for a reason. Now, y'all, I'll be speaking some about me, and I will be using my cards and everything. Shit, we might have to flip this. This is going to be 18 plus, okay? I'm going to just tell you that now. Y'all don't mind my mess. I was painting last night, and I'm glad to be back to painting, and I'm glad to be back to writing my poetry and everything. And honestly, I'm creating again. And anyways, y'all, I am a victim and a survivor of abuse from the day I was born. I have been essayed and trafficked by my mama the entirety of my life. Not just my mama, but siblings, many family members, even my daddy's family. Apparently, incest was a way of life for people, as was trafficking. Now, y'all, what I want to speak on specifically right now is honestly about the Rico and the humiliation ritual that I was put through. Now, y'all, this is still is coming to its conclusion. People are fixing to be arrested. They're just waiting for the raids, okay? Allegedly. But my focus is, and has been for quite a while, on healing. Y'all and I have actually helped solve my own case with my own gifts and my own abilities. I have been blessed that my guides, my spirit team, all of them have helped me. Now, y'all, I'm also a victim and a survivor of MK Ultra, and I'll tell you that that program is still ongoing. Y'all, I have my hair braided, but have y'all ever been so sensitive that it bothers you to have it just even bound up loosely? Now, I want to start out by saying that I will be 59 around the spring equinox. And my spirit team, I call this my self-love journey, because it has been very much a journey of learning to love myself, my beautiful imperfections and everything. I am a victim and a survivor of a horrific, quite honestly, I don't know who imagined this, but your cruelty, your absolute inhumane enjoyment of causing people pain in any shape, form, or fashion. And that you actually get a sexual pleasure from this is beyond, there is no word to describe your sickness. There truly isn't. I know my mother and my family have a great deal to do with this. My mama has Munchausen by proxy with all the tendencies. My kitty cats. So do many siblings. When I tell people that pain is but a matter of perception, it truly is. That is part of the thing that MK Ultra taught me with the torture. It was sexual and physical and emotional, psychological. It was included with the sexual abuse as well. Y'all, please remember that this is 18 plus. I do speak of very sensitive and sometimes graphic things. I try to watch my words and everything, but I do the best I can. How to heal from this has been a huge part. I did not really understand what they were doing in the beginning. I did not remember my gifts, and most of my childhood had been wiped clean from my mind, as well as my gifts. I had quit dreaming years ago. I used to dream all the time, every night, like most people. Now I understand that's magic. And y'all, I'm a baby witch, so I know very little about it, but I'm a hell of an alchemist. Bitch, I can alchemize some energy. Bitch, I will put you on a energetic hamster wheel if you come at me, okay? I'm just going to put your ass on an energetic treadmill, and you're going to work for me, allegedly. Anyhow, for free, bitch. I'm efficient and I multitask. Anyhow, we're having a cup of coffee along with this. Well, espresso. I used to be a nurse. Many of y'all in the medical profession, y'all might drink coffee like me. You come in the nurse's lounge or the report room and you found an old stale pot of coffee that been sitting there for 12 hours and you were like, oh, hell yeah! Energy, because you were wide awake. Many of us like our coffee like that. The humiliation ritual. They did anything and everything they could. Y'all, I was faithful to my husband for almost 24 years before he passed. I didn't stray. He did. I know he was involved with my sister and probably more than that one sister and my mother, but he never brought me a disease or anything home. He was at least clean. Thankfully. After he passed, it was about 10 months that I had the first physical interaction with anybody, and that was Swamp Dick. And that's when Nutterbutter, my best friend, my old best friend's daughter, and I understand now that they are actually part of the people that were targeting me. And y'all, this is organized crime. This is a whole community. This is worldwide, y'all. This is done with the intent, and they did steal my inheritance, my estate. The estate left to me by my late husband, as well as the estate left to me by my late in-laws. This goes into the billions of dollars, not just in money management accounts. This does allegedly include a Morgan Stanley company that is owned by the at Dave 1979's family. One of the ones I actually contacted, and that post is on my public Facebook page, where I reached out to a member of his family. And that company is tied to also trucking companies. Big surprise, right? Anyhow, y'all, trucking is involved in this. Anyhow, y'all, this was done in the effort to steal not only my inheritances left by me, my late husband, and then also by my late in-laws. This includes properties and banking accounts and things like that in foreign countries such as Germany, allegedly. Billions of dollars. It takes a lot of money to pay folk off and whatnot. Corruption on all levels. Anyhow, the first time I was physically and sexually active with anybody was about 10 months after my late husband had passed. And my best friend at that time had called me and said that her daughter, Nutterbutter, was being abused by her husband. They lived in Daleville. Anyhow, and could she and her daughter stay with me for a week or two until she could find a place to live? And I let them stay for free. And I had told them that Swamp Dick was coming over that night, and I told them that we had planned to, have relations. So they knew to begin with that Swamp Dick and I were planning to have relations. Little did I know was that Swamp Dick and Nutterbutter and my best friend at that time were all part of this. They were working together. And they've had part of a swinger community that I knew nothing about. I mean, I ain't throwing shade. You do you. Bitch, if I wasn't married for so long, I might have been part of it. Y'all, I am autistic. If you're flirting with me, I may not even realize it. I'm one of those. I am neurospicy, and I have all the details, bitch. I'm one of those, fucking clueless. So if you're flirting, bitch, I'm not even going to know. Like at Dave 1979, shit, I didn't know. Bitch, I didn't even know I was fucking competing. Oh, poor cryptic butt bitch. And Nutterbutter. Bitch, I didn't even know. Anyhow, I didn't realize that my old best friend had invited me to a party, a swinger party about 30 years ago. Bitch, I didn't know. You gotta, bitch, you gotta put the writing on the wall. I mean, write me a fucking note or something. Bitch. Little did I know that the high priestess of a local coven was inviting me to a bitch I didn't know. Write me a note and let me know you're flirting or you're inviting me to a party, okay? Polly want a cracker. Polly needs a fucking note, bitch. Anyhow, all joking aside, sexual identity and sexual activity seems to be a great part of this for many people. As well as, and y'all, I didn't understand or even know what reactive abuse was, or really even narcissistic abuse. Now, when I say, y'all, that I am computer illiterate, I truly am. Y'all, I bought this laptop in the end of February, and I have been struggling ever since. I I still try to figure out how to delete like a video or a picture off in here. I'm like, bitch, how do I find this? Bitch, I will argue with the AI going, please help me. I don't know how to do this. Teach me how to use this. And it'll tell me it's going, I'm going to slow it down and make it very basic. And I'm going, no, bitch, you got to make it more basic. I have not. This is my first computer since dial-up. My husband come home from work one day, and my daughter, our oldest daughter, was 3 months old, and I was playing backgammon with someone in a foreign country on a dial-up computer with a dial-up modem. I haven't had a computer since, okay? Y'all, I struggled to use my phone. Poor little thing. Anyhow, y'all, the body image. I am gifted. I believe I have all the clairs. Hold on. Y'all, I don't need rods, but it helps for y'all to see the physical reaction. Do I have all the clairs? Thank you. Am I computer illiterate? Yeah. Was that parakeet sent by Almond Ra? Y'all, I had made a wish probably about 3 days ago, I reckon. And in my mind, I had thought, because I love birds, y'all, and birds, anyhow, I love animals, but especially my birds, especially my crows. And I had thought in my mind, I wish I had one of those parakeets, one of those little birds. I didn't even know the name of it. I couldn't think of it. But, and then yesterday, that beautiful white and blue, I call her Mayat. My little Mayat, my little mother Mayat. She's roaming free in the trees. Anyhow, she showed up. And by the lady on Facebook, when I put that comment, baby, I'm a psychic. I knew you were lying, okay? I'll just tell you that. Anyhow, not long after I had that first physical interaction with Swamp Dick, y'all, I have had four births. 2 vaginal, and I was probably pregnant more than that because I know I had 2 abortions, but I also had 2 miscarriages. So I've had at least 6 pregnancies. The first one, I didn't even know how I got pregnant because I thought I was a virgin. I did not remember my childhood, okay? I didn't know how I was even pregnant because I thought I was a virgin. Anyhow, I remember the military doctor rubbing my hair because I kept telling him, I'm a virgin. I don't know how I'm pregnant. Anyhow, I've had 2 vaginal deliveries. My first child I was forced to give up by my mama. She was paid $10,000 by a lawyer and his wife in Columbus, Georgia. I had my first child at St. Francis Hospital. It was around those of you who are empaths, you may feel my heart. I told the doctors, I told the nurses, I told the nursery staff, I told the lawyer and his secretary, I told my mama that I was being forced to give up my parental rights to my child, to my son, against my will, that my mama sold my child. No one stood up for me. He would have been born on between November 20th and 22nd. I can't remember the exact day, y'all. I want to say the 22nd. It would have been 88, I believe. My second son. I call him my oldest now, but he was born November 29th of 90. So it would have been November 21st or November 22nd of 88. Y'all can see my distress there. Anyhow, trauma. My pardon. Y'all, I share my story so others know that it is possible to heal, no matter what people do to you. Now, I had the 2 vaginal births, but I also had 2 C-sections. I was a complete previa with both of those pregnancies. I almost tucked and rolled with the last one with my youngest. I used to tease my youngest and say that, she almost unalived me. What she didn't realize is that what I was trying to say was that she was amazingly strong because she was so little and so young, so early. She was so strong. My best friend was there at her birth. She was the nurse that gave her her first bath and everything. She was the nurse there at her birth. Anyhow, I hemorrhaged, and when you see anesthesiologists panic, but you don't see anesthesiologists panic for shit. You understand? You don't. I remember her. She had beautiful red gold hair. Anyhow, after that first sexual intercourse that I had 10 months after my husband had passed with Swamp Dick, and remember that Nutter Butter was here with her daughter. There was a time period when Swamp Dick and I were in my bedroom, and it was just he and I. There was a period of time that I don't remember. And I remember being on the other side of the bed closest to my bedroom door. And when I come back to awareness, we were on the other side of the room, on the other side of the bed in a different, completely different. And I remember going, and did he roofie me? Did I have a near-death experience that night? I'm actually scared to ask. My rods. Y'all ain't lying, are you? Is this Archangel Michael? Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, I call on thee for the divine protection of me. On my right, on my left, in front of me, behind me, above me, below me, within as without. I do work with the angels, the Archangel. Archangel Michael is one of my top protectors, as well as my beloved Yeshua. I am what they call an Intu. I have a spirit marriage with Ampu Anubis. My understanding of spirit marriages they are for the betterment of humanity. It's not really a sexual thing. It can be, but it's not really that. It is for the betterment of humanity. Am I a descendant of the royal bloodline of Yeshua and Mary Magdalene? Thank you. Did I have a past life in 14th century Provence, France? Was I burned at the stake? Was that Dave 1979 my torturer? He was the dungeon master. He was my guard. He was supposed to protect me. He betrayed me instead. He watched me burn at the stake, and he was cursed. He was a Scottish Templar, meant to protect the royal descendants. Anyhow, I don't know what Swamp Dick and Nutter Butter did to me. I know I had a near-death experience and that I was roofied or whatever. I don't know what they did to me. But I can tell you that the pain in my womb area was worse than a C-section. Worse than the pain after a C-section. Am I speaking the truth about the pain I experienced after that interaction? Did they use electricity to unalive me? They use electricity to torture me. Was I aware of their plans for me? Did they include her daughter? Did her daughter know what they planned? She was innocent. Did they hurt her too? Did Swamp Dick and Nutter Butter S.A. her little girl? I heard the question in my mind, but I'm here to ask the question. They won't. Did they use the electricity on her? Because she's gifted. Was that the first time they did that to her daughter? Was this a ritual sacrifice? Allegedly. I went to see my nurse practitioner, my GYN, because I wanted to be checked. Because I had been only with my husband the entirety of our marriage. I smelled a smell. I do have the clairsense of smell. But did he give me a bug, a fungus, that she had to send out to have it tested and to see what medicine would cure it? Was I cured of this fungus? It was a yeast. I believe it was a yeast. Was it a yeast? A mutated one, but yeah. Oh, almost knocked over my coffee. Did the medicine that she gave me, did it cure this infection? Did I have any other STDs? Thank you. When I was roofied and SA'd at the local pub, was this a planned attack as well by this group? Did that man give me an STD? They're telling me to ask another. Do I have a contagious, deadly STD now? I'm scared of that question, but I've asked it and I know I don't. Thank you for confirming that. That was confirmation, right? You better give it to me. Now, y'all, there are many things that these people did that I don't know. I didn't realize that about the electricity until just now. They just confirmed it, okay? But body image and sexual identity is one of the things they have tried to use against me. Are Nutter Butter and Swamp Dick both bi? Do they hide this? Do they prefer their own sex? Did I know about this? It wouldn't have mattered, you know. But did they hide their relationship together? Are they both 304s? All right, let me continue. Other things was like my dental. Were the people, the employees at the dental place, the Big A here in town, were they part of the corruption and the RICO crimes against me? Did they knowingly change my medical records? Did they commit consumer fraud deliberately? With me in particular. Repeatedly. I had, y'all can see this plate is actually crooked. The student, and it was a student, and y'all, I started out as an LPN and then went on to my RN. I know how it is to be a student, and I know how it is to have a preceptor. And I know how important it is for when a student is asking a preceptor a question. And that's what this student was doing. Was the student who did my impression asking her preceptor for help? Did her preceptor ignore her? Did I ask them to immediately do a second impression? Because the student had messed up. It was not deliberate. The student was learning, and she asked for help. Her preceptor ignored her deliberately. She was part of the corruption and organized crime with me. Did I ask for an immediate second impression? Did they refuse? The student was willing. The preceptor refused. As did the other staff members. Is this plate crooked and deforms my mouth? Is it extremely painful? Does it make it extremely difficult for me to eat? Was I poisoned by the lady who brought me the Panera tomato soup deliberately? Now, I bring this up about this plate. I don't know, y'all, it goes, y'all, if y'all want a great impression for, to alter your appearance and all, you go to the Big A place here in Enterprise. They're like 2 doors down from the Big W place that, is the bank I use. Are there 3 bank employees at the Big W here in town that are part of the corruption? Is it only 3? Are there more employees at that office that are part of this corruption? Did the branch manager that I reported, I spoke to the executive office about my complaints about this individual. Did she know of how much my late husband's assets were? That my husband was a billionaire and that it was all mine. She saw the original copy of the will. As well as the original will of my late in-laws and the last will and testament of my late father-in-law. She is one of the ones that helped alter the original document of my father-in-law's last will and testament. Both of those separate last will and testaments, both of those estates left to me by themselves were in the billions. Is this over $5 billion together for both estates that I inherited alone? And they left me with just my money from my union pension from my late husband and my disability check. Do they try to steal my home now and make me homeless through a corrupted police officer? Did they hire an old FBI agent in Louisiana as a hitman? Not once, but 3 different times. But you failed. You can't, I ain't worth a shit. I'm just tell you that. How the fuck you gonna miss me from 100 fucking feet, bitch? Such a puss. Thank you. Even Archangel Michael thinks you're a big old pussy, okay? But grab those ass cheeks, okay, youngin'? You're gonna have fun. Allegedly. Anyhow, y'all, body image is one of the things they tried to use with me. They tried to use not only my dental work, but also my figure. Y'all, I've had 2 C-sections. And they say supposedly that I'm unhealthy. I think for a woman that will be 59 at the spring, around the spring equinox, that I look damn good. How do you heal from that? You take the power from them. When they mock your mouth, show everybody. Show them. Don't let them make fun of you. Take the power back. How can they hurt you with something that you take from them and you make something better? You create with it. I'm creating healing with you as you heal with me. How do I take the power back from them for trying to body shame me about having gray hair? They say my hair is thin and that I'm in ill health. Honey, I can tell you. Hold on, let me put my hair. I couldn't stand, my hair was too tight. Y'all, I'm an Aries. My hair. All right, we'll just leave it down. They're telling me to settle down. I got agitated. They're right. It's not easy, y'all. This is what psychological torture is. This is the things they do with MK Ultra. Now, my teeth. Is this the result of periodontal disease? Is it from illegal drug use? Thank you. I like green. I wish I even had some now, but I quit. Do I miss it? Yeah, bitch. I'll be honest. But I'm not doing anything else. Just my medicine. I have an anxiety medicine, but that's it. That's the only really mind altering thing I have. Bitch, I miss my green. But I'm not ready yet, so if I can't control it, I won't do it. I might fall off the wagon, but bitch, I know where that wagon is. So, how do you take the power back from them? They laugh, create with it. Stand boldly in their face and say, this is what happened to me. I could tell you, I probably don't have to pick up my rods. Is some of the periodontal disease, y'all are answering before I even get the question out, is it the result of some of the things that my mother and Colonel Cox did in the MK Ultra program? Did they implant things in the things in our teeth? Do they do that in the youth now? Let me address one other thing. Did Ghost Rider and At Dave 1979, are they one and the same person? Did he steal my intellectual property? Excuse me. Confirmation. Did he and Cryptic Fat Bitch and Nutter Butter part of this organization? And are they trying to claim to be me as well? And my identity? Did them sad fucks steal some of my paintings? Did they steal the apron that I painted with? I had to get one of my other aprons now to paint with. Did they try to frame me for something I did not do? Did they do a false marriage saying they were me? That ain't looking good for y'all. They are still lying about me. I also predicted that they would admit on their public platforms publicly what they did to me, but also to others, especially Cryptic Fuck Bitch. Oh, Marta, oh, Marta, oh, Marta. You actually can't even channel, can you? You just pretend to channel. You're not a medium at all. You can do tarot, but you're not a psychic medium. Not at all. You claimed my work and others. You steal your followers' content. Y'all, when she is asking, saying, oh, someone wants to know the last four, if your phone number's changed, or what lotion or what perfume you use, she's trying to do a destiny swap. Does she do death magic? Did she and Dave and Nutter Butter at Dave 1979 and Cryptic Fat Bitch and Nutter Butter and Swamp Dick, did they try to do, and I'm putting this in quotations, a tantric death magic on me? Y'all see, did I just fart? That's all it did to me, bitch. Damn, two warlockers and two wore out bitches. All y'all did was make me fart. I'm sorry if y'all, Archangel Michael, he's sitting here, he's laughing, but honestly, what he's showing me is taking his sword and whooping somebody's ass. Y'all enjoying it, but that death magic y'all sent at me. But see now, I wasn't the only one. Y'all also allegedly did some unaliving sacrifices that night of a 12-year-old boy, allegedly, and a 3-month-old baby, and a pregnant woman. 3 that night. Have y'all been hearing the dogs howl and the coyotes and whatever? Watch out for the vultures. Do y'all smell like you're rotting from the inside out? You are. Watch the vultures. The smell attracts them because you smell like you're rotting from the inside out. Those vultures are attracted to it, allegedly. Are they part of the organized crime that does energy harvesting as well online? Do they target people online? Do they target other psychics online on TikTok? Do they harass them and gang stalk them? Did they steal my identity, my property, my inheritance, and my intellectual property? Did at Dave 1979 steal the lyrics of the songs I wrote that I ad-libbed? Did he steal mine? Did he steal my poetry? Was he here this last Saturday in town stalking me in the park? Did he try to speak to me? And did I telepathically tell him no? Quit stalking me. Was that Swamp Dick the next day at the same park by the small pond by the parking lot with a woman and 2 youngins? Was the woman nut or butter? Was that his spouse? That's part of the gang stalking. The youngins, were there some of his victims? Did he get a 12-year-old girl pregnant? He SA'd her multiple times. His whole family did, including his daughter. Does his daughter go find homeless people and bring them home? Do they SA them and traffic them and unalive them? Y'all, I had to basically, I'm hearing the word, and they're telling me to hold the rods because I was actually going to set them down. They're saying I had to beard the lion. It's a miracle that I'm alive, that I've survived the multiple attempts. I wasn't supposed to make it the first time that Swamp Dick and I had intercourse. Nor was Nutter Butter's daughter. It is a miracle we both lived. Y'all, my story will come out soon. I just noticed that it was 44, and it was probably at the word miracle when I said 44. Thank you. Is this Archangel Michael with me? Y'all, the power of this, he'll swing it so hard. Is Amun-Ra here? Is Yahweh here? Is Yahweh here? Yahweh, am I divinely protected? Here, I'll stop it. Am I divinely protected? Am I divinely blessed? I am. And I'm divinely loved. Y'all, if y'all did not believe in miracles, ye will after the truth of my story. Hold on. Maybe this might be me hoping. Will it be before the end of Leo season that the truth is known? I don't want to ask this question. They say ask. The truth is going to hurt me more than I even realize. Y'all, it's not just me. Our Creator used me to quite honestly show that He really is whatever you believe. And I say He just out of habit. That He does exist. That He does hear us. That He does see us. And that He does love us. That He cares. That the angels and the archangels are definitely real. That the deities are real. That there is so much more in this world than we realized. But above all, miracles are real. I hope it helps. And I think not only I think my whole spirit team. And I work with everything, even demons. They say they are all at my command, above and below and everything in between. They come if I call. I thank you. That I'm divinely blessed, divinely guided, divinely protected, and divinely loved. That I'm alive today for others to know. That healing is possible and that you are not alone. Everything I went through, I asked my Creator to use to help others. That is the path of gold the Creator said that He'd lay before me. And when I said, why all the pain? And the Creator said, do you really want to know? And I said, yes. The Creator said, I will show you. And He has. And I'm alive today to show you that miracles are real. That our Creator is real. That we are heard. That we are seen. And that we are loved. He has never forgotten us. And we are never alone. And I hope by sharing my story that others who are victims and survivor of things like things that many of us don't even know or understand, that healing is possible. We may not be perfect. that we are all beautifully broken and imperfectly perfect. That we all have that beautiful seed of the 144 within us. That we all can be a chosen one. That frequency of the 144. One moment. That we all carry that divine spark of the Creator, that tiny little mustard seed within us all, that we are all have the ability to be a chosen one. You simply have to choose to walk in your truth with blind faith, with spirit. Bitch, he had me do shit that I thought was crazy as fuck. Flat out crazy as fuck. But it was blind faith, blind trust, and blind love. That spirit had promised me and Bradley Strassner that he'd restore our trust and love and our faith, and not only him, but in the justice, that we would have our justice. I am that I have always been. The Creator. I have never left you alone. I see you, I hear you, and I love you. He says we, because this is everything and everything between, above, below, with the angels, the archangels, the spirits, the deities, the fairies, the demons. All is created by our Creator, the great I am, the original source. I don't know if y'all saw that flying by there. I think that was a demon. Anyhow, well, Swamp Dick and Nutter Butter, y'all are tangled up with my poltergeist in the pool, you sorry fucks. And Swamp Dick and Nutter Butter, well, Swamp Dick, you will be homeless. You are the lowest of the low, as is Nutter Butter, and that day, 1979, in Cryptic Foot Bitch. Cryptic Foot Bitch, you have done some deeper, darker things that are far worse than what the others have, that I have not even mentioned. And that even Luck, y'all, Lucifer is Luck. Sit right over there. That's that shadow figure that you've been seeing in your room in the window, lady. Watch the vultures, lady. He's come to collect. You owe him a price that you agreed upon. He's there to collect. Watch the vultures, lady. You reek a rot. And they are hungry. I ain't gonna ask any more than that. May it be blessed, blessed be.